8:30. Oh, okay, yeah. So just past. Yeah. No problem. Already told off. Morning, Wanda.
These things.
Past the bollards,
Yeah.
and we're going to try and do it to address the media on the bollards. So, mate, if you line up with them,
Yeah, and we've got the same line as them. We can see you addressing them.
G'day.
Hi, how are you?
I know. Hey, Julian, how are you? Yeah. So at this stage, I think we've got you second drop. So we'll start the speeches at 8:30.
Pretty snaky what they've done today, because then you know that today they've got the disinformation bill as well. Same day.
Oh, the budgets. Now, so we've got less speakers today. So you can probably take 5 minutes rather than 3 minutes. 3 minutes isn't really long enough to say anything. But I'll give you the nod if you need to wrap up. Yeah, so. No, I don't mind giving them a spray. Where I think you come in, and I'll introduce you along those lines, is where an institution is corrupt, it manifests itself as several different ways.
Mr.
And you are speaking mainly about your experience of another aspect.
All your premium branded whippers, premium chargers, premium charge accessories.
Oh, well, yeah, Defence Minister, yeah. But what I can't believe is like an independent of defence and veteran suicide in particular. And yet
That music was edited by Phil.
The Royal Commission's still going on. And is it achieving anything? Okay. Well, they won't implement it. See, they're basically enough stalling and delaying, not implementing most of the mechanisms. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, you're the one to do it. Sorry. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming. Oh, right. Okay, well, I'm not that guy. That's Peter Fox you're thinking of. I'm Jeff Morris. I'm a banking player. Yeah. Peter Fox couldn't be here today. He would have been if he could have, mate. He's a good friend of David's as well. We all support him. So, sorry, I've just got to do something here.
heard me, right? You guys heard me say hello. Lily,
Check, check.
Alright, Ted, let's listen to you and your fabulous voice. Wake them boys up. And girls.
Let me tell you a story about a man of integrity, caught up in bureaucracy. He has the courage of his convictions. He saw injustice and tried to put it right, and now he's facing jail for being a real man and standing up for what's right. You had been in his position and saw people being unjustly murdered. You'd want perpetrators brought to justice. Yet this man of the people, a soul with a kind heart, faces 50 years in prison after losing the authorities to what had happened. We the people must support him to right the wrong. David McBride is a trooper, a real super duper, incredible human being. He deserves hero status. But mates, oh crikey, he's really in a pickle for telling the truth and needs our love and support. David McBride, you are a hero. The prosecutor's case is a big fat zero. You're to be thrown out of court. And you deserve compensation for what they put you through. You and your family have suffered enough, and now he's fighting is the fight of the good people of Australia. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are the whistleblowers.
No, it's not.
David McBride, you are a hero. And by rights you should be in charge of the army. The whistleblower's done us all a favor. He won't resolve from responsibility nor accountability. We need him free and engaged to continue the good work that he has already started. David McBride is a hero. His detractors rate a big fat zero, and we won't rest until he's free. From the path of injustice, he's a good man, a fine man, a gentleman to make all of his proud. I'm gonna see it through until your name is clear, and you get the justice you deserve. David McBride is a legend and a real pal, someone you can trust. He's intelligent and erudite. Do him a favor, make him drop the charges, give him back his freedom. He's done nothing wrong, he's a national treasure. That's right. Free David McBride. This is my song for Julian Assange. It's called Bring Him Home. Bring him home. Australia is where he belongs. See man, no harm only to shine a light on darkness. And that's a noble thing to do. A decent person would do that too.
Will do, Lily.
They send their people off to fight for freedom. Yet freedom of the press is frowned upon. Ordered us to watch or not to chew our crimes, and for that he should be hailed as a hero. Instead he's in a prison far from home. That's why we have to demand his freedom. Bring him home. Australia is where he belongs. He bound no harm, only to shine a light on darkness. And that's a noble thing to do. Any decent person would do that too. No matter who or where you are, to all decent people is right is most bizarre. We the people have a right to know. We want the truth and not some sleazy sideshow. Freedom of the press is vital. We stand together side by side, one and all. I say bring him home. Australia is where he belongs. He can no harm, only to shine a light in darkness. And that's a noble thing to do. Any decent person would do that too. Australian government should be doing more. Ex-PM Turnbull stated he broke no Australian law. So ready to send our young ones to war. It's time to fight for Julian's right to return to our shores. Slavery is the absolute minimum. For him to be locked up is so criminal. Bring him home. Australia is where he belongs. He meant no harm, only to shine a light in darkness. And that's a noble thing to do. Any decent person would do that too. Bring him home. Set him free. Bring him home. Australia is where he belongs. He meant no harm, only to shine a light on darkness. And that's a noble thing to do. Any decent person would do that too. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home. I love alternative media. We love alternative media. Once upon a time, in mainstream media, independent journalists could be found. These days, censorship is increasing. The will of the people isn't being heard. I love alternative media. We love alternative media. Too many people are being prosecuted for standing up to Satanist bullies. The evil must be balanced with goodness. And free flowing information is vital. No questions about it. I love alternative media. Shining light on darkness. Standing human rights. For fighting for a take our life. Be thankful for free-flowing information. It's our birthright to be informed. No more dumbing down the population. Keep wearing agent here and here to stay. Elites who run the world. No truth is like a song, and light can cure darkness, and love is a power like no other. Here he said, love, I love alternative media. We love alternative media. The shining light of darkness. I'm standing up for human rights. It's like a burning passion in the sky. I love alternative media. We love alternative media. I love alternative media. We love alternative media.
Woo! Everyone, let's thank Kev for lighting up our morning. Thanks, Kev. And now we have Jess. No. But Jess Morris. Sorry. Okay, apparently we're waiting for Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Come on down, Jeff.
Anybody staying at the Ilaina apartment number 116, I have the keys, you left them on the garden edge over there. Ilaina apartment 116.
So you might want to.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We can work with that. That's all right. You need to come in because we can't block this. You need to leave that area clear.
Can you guys move the register from here?
Yeah, can you move your mic?
You guys are right there, but
I'll go.
the others can come forward. We're going to face the street. So, are you Channel 7 or something? Right. Okay. Do you want to maybe, I think we might go a little further forward to, you won't get enough angle? Okay. We'll speak to these mics.
I just got it. He's got it.
No, Lola.
Yes. Oh, where's she coming? Lola!
There's Kieran. Can everybody on this side, can you move in a metre or two, a couple of metres, and can we leave that area clear behind for people getting into the court?
Richard, you might be an Ilaina. We're all going to talk to you. You could be Ilaina.
No, they put them where they want them.
They're not our passport.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming out on this unusually cold Canberra morning. I didn't realise it got that cold down here. I'm Jeff Morris. I will be the MC for this press conference. You may know of me. I'm a fellow whistleblower of David's. I was the banking whistleblower a few years ago. And among other things, I'm here representing whistleblowers around Australia who all, to a man or woman, support David. But of course, we shouldn't be here at all today. This is truly a national day of shame. I mean, really, what is going on in this country? David McBride has been railroaded, a man who tried to tell the truth against the establishment, and the establishment has turned on him all guns blazing. So in this country now, being charged with a national security offence is synonymous with being convicted of it, because you don't get a fair trial. You know, it would be a mockery to call what David McBride has gone through in this courtroom a trial. He never had a chance. His lawyers had access to documents. They've had access to them for years, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars building a defence. And then the Commonwealth, after the court case started, when the hearing started, they came in, flashed their national security badge and removed all the documents he needed to prove what he had been saying about the Defence Department. So he was literally left without a leg to stand on. I mean, I don't know about you, but I thought in this country you got a fair trial. So when it's national security, they might as well charge you and convict you at the same time. It was an absolute farce. So today we're here because this man, this courageous man who stood up to the establishment, is going to be sentenced. So this is the end of this chapter of this travesty that's unfolded. So we have some people here today who want to speak in support of David, and it's my pleasure to introduce them. And first, we have a lady here who's also suffered at the hands of defence. And my experience as a whistleblower on the banks taught me that when an institution is rotten, it manifests itself in several ways. And Julianne is here to speak about how the Defence Department treats veterans and the whole issue of veteran suicide with callous indifference. So Julianne lost her son David, so she has first-hand experience of how the Defence Department operates, what they do, and how they basically have no shame. So I'll hand over to Julianne.
Thank you for that. When I was asked to speak today, I didn't know
really what I was speaking about, whether it would be defence or politics or just basic human rights. Today we've got the budget, and that's going to take over a lot of the media, and we're going to be talking about cost of living, and what I want this government to know is we need people to be living to have a cost of living. My son is dead. There's no taking away from that. There's no bringing it back. He's dead. That's what these politicians want. They want our veterans either dead or incarcerated for life. They will not look after you once you have left defence. It is a good career, and I thank everyone who serves and everyone who has served. And they like their career. Most of them like their defence career. But they get out, they get abandoned, they get pushed to the back, and they die, or they go to jail. We've got to stop this. We've gone from, I was thinking about the movie A Few Good Men last night, and I came up with now in politics we've got a few pusillanimous men. We have Dreyfus, Miles, and Keogh, who have no idea what they're doing. If they had to serve a day, they would just die themselves, probably not dead like David's dead, but they wouldn't cope, believe me. We had Miles sitting in the Royal Commission that's another thing. A lot of Australians don't know that at the moment there's a Royal Commission going on into defence and veteran suicide. It's a Royal Commission that's been running for 3 years, and it's finding out a lot of things. Okay, I wanted David McBride to go and talk there. It was just another thing that they're finding systemic issues of what they do to our kids. You have to understand these are our kids, and they are dead. They're not coming back. Dead, dead, dead. And when David McBride said it one night when I went to one of his talks, he said, if you get stabbed in prison or murdered in prison or even suicides in prison, we'll all move on. Like you all moved on from David. You can't help it, that's life. But we could have saved him. We could save David McBride. We have it right now. I sat in Senate estimates and I listened to Defence and the Attorney General's office admit that they could do nothing for David McBride, that it was all being held by the US. I'm sitting in there shocked. Why didn't this make the news? Because the US has us under a barrel. I don't want to get involved in strategies like submarines and that sort of thing. I don't. But Miles, Dreyfus and Keogh grow up, get a spine and stand up to the US, bring Gillian home, drop the charges for McBride and free Dan McDuggan. This is Australia! And if you don't do it, you're going to end up dead and it will be blood on your hands, and already is blood on your hands. I've been calling this out since my son died. Stop! Just stop! For anyone who has served, they deserve the best. Thank you, David, for so much, and for even allowing me to speak today. It matters because you matter.
Next we'll hear from Senator David Shoebridge, a man who I've known for many years, and I think his outstanding quality is he always seems to be on the right side of every issue. So it's my great pleasure to introduce David.
Did you guys find the microphone or not? I'm really asking the media here.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. We're on Ngunnawal and Ngambri land, and let's pay our collective respects to First Nations peoples. And remember how many First Nations peoples are in jail for protecting their land and their water, wanting the continuation of their culture. So let's commit, when we leave here today, to spend the next years and months working alongside First Nations peoples as well on their struggle for justice. We're also here on budget day. While the media's attention is in large part dragged away to our house at the top of the hill here, we're here to say David McBride matters. We're here to say telling the truth matters. We're here to acknowledge the courage and bravery of David McBride, who stood up against one of the biggest institutions in this country to tell the truth. And for that, his government is trying to put him in jail for 2 or more years. What a shame and indictment on the Albanese government to let these proceedings continue. I remember talking to David when he was first charged, and he's a lawyer, and he's kind of a lawyer to his bones in many ways. And he was of the view that the system couldn't permit this. Surely the system, with all these laws and checks and balances, surely it wouldn't permit it to get to the point where he actually goes to jail. Because remember, all he did was tell the truth. And I remember saying to David, I think these bastards want to put you in jail. I think they want to put you in jail because putting you in jail sends a shiver, a cold front across the public service, and particularly across defence. And that's the real impact. And David McBride is just the way in which the Commonwealth is sending that cold shiver across this country to say to anybody, if you step up and spill our secrets, and you embarrass us, and you tell the truth about what we're doing, we're going to hunt you to the ends of the earth, and we're going to put you in jail. That's what Mark Dreyfus is permitting happening here today. That's the intent behind the prosecution against David McBride. This isn't about some pure form of the law. This is about the brute exercise of political power to shut down dissidents, to shut down whistleblowers, put them in jail if necessary, so nobody else does what David did. So we are here together, politicians, activists, friends, father, family, to say we stand beside David McBride. And I think we should say very loud and clear to this government, if David McBride spends it 1 nanosecond in jail, we will do what we can to make this government fall. And we'll do what we can over the next years and months to fundamentally change our laws so we have a whistleblower commission to stand beside the people like David McBride. So that we have proper laws that protect people for telling the truth. And so that never is a crime in this country to speak truth to power. Thank you, David, for your courage. Thank you, all of you, for standing beside David McBride. This is a long struggle. David knew it was a long struggle. But I've got to tell you this, it will be an indelible stain on the Albanese government if David walks into that court and walks out the back into a prison van. We can't let that happen. Thanks very much.
Thank you, David. David unfortunately had to get an exemption from the party room meeting to come down here to be with us this morning. So thank you very much for that, David. And of course, what David just said is very true, and this is what I am finding in conversations with whistleblowers around the country, because people often talk to us before they blow the whistle. And the message that we are giving to whistleblowers loud and clear is do not be a whistleblower under the Albanese government. The government is so corrupt and vindictive, they don't want truth tellers in the government, and that's the message that we have got loud and clear, and we're telling prospective people, don't ruin your lives. If you're going to do something, whatever you do, don't go through Dreyfus's PID process. It's a farce. All it does is paint a target on your back. Put some documents in an envelope and send it to a journalist and walk away. That's all you can do. We don't have, and this is something a lot of people don't realise, we've never had whistleblower protections. Dreyfus passed some laws that are called whistleblower protections, but they don't work. They just don't work. And we're seeing extreme cases of that today. So it's now my great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Lola Power, who is a young woman who's a law student and a good friend of Georgie McBride, who wanted to come today and speak about the impact on David's family, because it's often forgotten that whistleblowing is a family affair, and it certainly had an impact on my family, and I don't know any whistleblower that would say different. So it's important to get that perspective. Thank you very much, sir. Lola.
Hi everybody, my name is Lola and I was invited to speak as a friend of David on behalf of the youth in this country who believe that David should not be incarcerated for his role in exposing Australian war crimes. I'm a family friend of David. I went to a primary school with his daughters, James and Georgie. For as long as I've known David, I've always admired him. In addition to being the most courageous and noble person I've ever met, he's incredibly kind. David has always been a friend to my family. He's incredibly supportive of anyone struggling around him, always offering kindness and always treating us as part of his own extended family. Despite his immense suffering and sacrifice, David has always prioritised his family. I'm sure everyone has heard the story of him returning to Australia and facing arrest, all to attend a father-daughter dance. David is one of the most virtuous people I know. His actions have always been a sacrifice for the greater good. David has given over a decade of his life to this cause at great personal risk to his and his family's security and mental health. He is now facing the loss of his freedom for his pursuit of truth, justice and transparency. David knew the risk he was taking, but the value he placed on doing what is right is so strong he could not be complicit in the crimes he witnessed. What does it say about Australia if David receives a jail sentence for exposing illegal activities? This sentencing holds so much weight for the future of truth and justice in this country. I am scared for a future where whistleblowing is punished, where change doesn't occur, where people aren't held accountable for their actions, and where criminals are protected and crimes covered up. I am scared that whistleblowing will no longer happen, and that truth will be a myth of the past. Australians can no longer be ignorant to these issues. Truth and transparency impact all of us. I want to know what the government is doing. I don't want taxpayer money to be funding David's prosecution or paying for him to go to jail. And I don't want that money to be paying to cover up war crimes. I want to live in a country that values truth and justice over secrecy. I want to live in a country that protects, not punishes, whistleblowers. A foundational argument of David's case was his duty as a lawyer against his duty as a soldier. As a law student myself, I feel lucky to have grown up with a strong legal role model that David is. David has always prioritised his legal duty to act in the public interest. The Army praises leading by example, and I believe this is what David has always done. He has demonstrated courage in all his actions. The Public Interest Disclosure Act is a piece of legislation aiming to protect Commonwealth whistleblowers. Unfortunately, the Act is almost impossible to navigate and use, especially considering the biases and conflicting interests of the Commonwealth who wrote the legislation. Protecting whistleblowers is essential to the safety of society. Whistleblowers too often become the victims of their own actions, facing prosecution and great legal personal expense. David's case started 11 years ago, and he still presents an unmatched willingness to keep fighting. I admire David so much, and I am so grateful for his courage and commitment to an important cause that seeks to make Australia a better place for all of us. He is an amazing role model. No daughters should have to grow up without a dad, especially one like David. I truly hope that justice prevails today for David and his family, but no matter today's outcome, David is on the right side of history.
Thank you very much, Lola. Maybe there is some hope for the future. I said a few moments ago that when an organisation is corrupt and has a rancid culture, it will manifest itself in various ways. The same is true of governments. And another way in which the organised government has failed is in shamelessly bending the knee to our great.
Shamelessly bending the knee to our great and powerful friend, the United States in relation to Julian Assange. And I'm sure most Australians who the government is somewhat out of touch with have watched in horror as they have allowed this to be done to an Australian citizen.
I mean, if a government won't stand up for one of their own, it's just not worth a crumpet. So today we are very, very privileged to have with us somebody to speak about how this government has failed in relation to Julian Assange, and who better than his father, John Shipman.
What rough peace its hour from round at last slouches towards Bethlehem to be born. Here in court behind us we will see the results of that. Here in a court behind us we will see the results of that rough peace put upon David McBride. Same with Julian Assange. The nomenclature, the name whistleblower, in my view, is an inadequate description of those men and women who, like Atlas, take the world of truth upon their shoulders and raise it up for us to see and contemplate and take action upon. Hero! Chelsea Manning, 7 years in jail, 35-year sentence. Julian Assange, 15 years, now going into the 16th year in one form of incarceration and another. David McBride, 3 years fighting for his, I'm not going to say justice, don't get that around here, fighting to illuminate for us the wretched decay of a police action in Afghanistan that had fallen into depravity. What had happened in Afghanistan, you can read in the Iraq war files up until 2010, linked by Chelsea Manning, and still up on the WikiLeaks site. Have a look. Or you can read it in the 250,000 cable set, still up on the WikiLeaks site. You'll know the truth of what it was that was contemplated and acted upon in Afghanistan. You could say this, that the increase in the use of fentanyl as an opiate in the United States is a barometer for the decline of interest in Afghanistan as the poppies no longer were suitable, no longer cheap enough, and no longer worked, as fentanyl causes now 100,000 deaths per annum in the United States. Overdoses. You could see that as the barometer of a collapse into a depraved police action where soldiers would take as tokens the nose or the ears of somebody they shot. That was the truth there. Brought to us by David McBride, who today is sentenced for bringing us an insight into what had happened before our eyes in Afghanistan. bear witness, and we bear witness to the elevation of the whistleblower, a poor name for a champion of truth. We bear witness to the elevation of those men and women to the pantheon of champions, and we will hold them forever close to our hearts and do whatever we can in our small or great ways to bring a sense of achievement to their lives rather than a sense of persecution. Free Assange, free peace.
Thank you very much, John. Of course, Julian Assange's and David McBride's cases are linked. They involve very similar issues. And they're a good highlight of the utter hypocrisy and inconsistency of the Albanese government. Julian Assange published supposed national security material, and he's been punished for publishing it as a journalist. David McBride has been punished as the person who supplied the material to the journalist, and the Australian government chose not to go after that journalist. They made a decision, one would think, that they didn't want to go after journalists because they might write mean things about the government or true things about the government. So instead, the journalist who published the story based on these supposedly sensitive documents that David passed to him, they gave him a medal. They gave him a medal, and they're prosecuting David McBride. And they're doing nothing to protect Julian Assange, who stands in the same position as the man they gave a medal to for publishing the story. So, if you can understand that, please explain it to me. We know that the whistleblower protections in this country are an absolute joke. And in fact, for this government to be talking about whistleblower reforms and a whistleblower protection agency while they're actively trying to put a whistleblower in jail is another thing that I can't quite get my head around either. But there's someone here today who's actually trying to, I guess you could say, make a silk purse out of a sow's ear with these whistleblower protections. And that's Kieran Pender from the Human Rights Law Centre, who does a lot of work in this space, one of the leading authorities on whistleblower law in this country. So it's my great pleasure to introduce Kieran Pender.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks everyone for coming out. Another cold Kane morning. It feels like we're back here every week, and no doubt we'll be back here again, and we'll be in Adelaide protesting the prosecution of Richard Boyle as well. But your solidarity and support means so much. Begin by acknowledging that we're on the stolen land of the Ngunnawal and Ngambri people, and that Australia's first people were also Australia's first whistleblowers in telling the truth about the conditions of their colonisation. I think of Jeff and his whistleblowing, and others like him, Dr. Ben Poe and others, who sparked the Royal Commission into Financial Services. And I think about the millions of Australians who are in a better place because we had accountability and change in our financial sector, because brave people like Jeff and Ben and others spoke up to journalists like Adele Ferguson. And I think about if those whistleblowers were in the same position now, tomorrow a whistleblower wakes up, a prospective whistleblower wakes up and they read the newspaper and they see that David McBride has gone to jail or been given a suspended sentence because our laws have failed and our government has failed to act. And I think about whether they'll still blow the whistle. And I think about what scandals we'll miss out on because people will stay silent instead. What royal commissions we won't have, what accountability and justice we'll miss, what wrongdoing will go unchecked because of prosecutions like this, of Richard Boyle, of Bernard Cleary and Chris Kane. That's why this case is so important. Prosecuting whistleblowers sends a chilling message to truth tellers all around this country. We never know where the next scandal will come from. We don't know who the next whistleblower will be, but we sure as hell know that less Australians will speak up because of cases like this. And they see McBride going to court, and they see Richard Boyle going to court. And hopefully not, but the very real risk that today they'll see McBride go to jail. The government has failed to act on this case. The Attorney General has the power to drop prosecutions. He failed to act. But there's three simple things the government can do from here. They can drop the prosecution of Richard Boyle. If David McBride goes to jail today, they can issue a pardon to get him out of jail. They can fix the law, and they can create a whistleblower protection authority so that we have the change that we need to see. I'm an optimistic person by nature. It's hard to be optimistic on a day like today, but I hope that, it's often said it's darkest before the dawn. I hope that today and the outcry that will flow from the outcome today will lead to genuine reform. The Albanese government is entering its final 12 months in office. They've promised reform to the PID Act. We haven't yet seen that substantive reform. In 2019, they promised a Whistleblower Protection Authority. We still don't have a Whistleblower Protection Authority. We know what needs to be done, it just needs to be done. And locking up whistleblowers is not the right way. Thank you. Sorry to catch you out there.
People want to dance in Maria?
Ladies and gentlemen, we also are fortunate to have with us today somebody who has been doing a lot for whistleblowers recently. In fact, I think there's probably a couple of trucks around here that have something to do with him, and that is former Senator Rex Patrick, who will also say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Look, I've just been sitting here listening to the various different speakers. The impression I'm left with is that the fabric of our country is torn, it's ripped. All sorts of stories that tell us that we're not doing the sorts of things that most Australians would expect in terms of the way in which we govern, the way in which we deal with justice issues and so forth. So it's very, very sad, the stories that we've heard today. Unfortunately, we've got a situation where David McBride will walk into court today and he may be the first person jailed in relation to war crimes in Afghanistan. But he's the whistleblower. He's the whistleblower. You really do have to ask the question, how did we get here? Is this your Australia? It's not mine. And that's a really sad thing. The only thing we hope for today is that there's no real opportunity here for David to walk away without the conviction, without the harm that's already been done to him in terms of his family, but we can hope for a non-custodial sentence. The reality is he has not harmed anyone. He has not gained anything at all. He never intended to seek any gain in respect of what has happened here. And he is not a risk to the Australian public. He's a hero, and I hope today he walks out the front door and that will be at least a sprinkling of justice. We can only hope. Thank you.
Thanks, Rex. Well, I think the consistent theme from everybody shows that today is a massive failure on the part of the Albanese government. They had a clear choice. They had a brave man saying that the army hierarchy is corrupt. Not only facilitated and covered up war crimes, but then start to make scapegoats out of innocent soldiers to cover up the cover-up. Now, that has never been properly investigated, And the evidence that David needed to prove that in court, to vindicate his actions, was removed after the court case started under spurious national security cover. So I think another thing that comes out of this is that if you're going to prosecute people under national security, there should be some mechanism that actually gives them a fair trial, which allows them to present evidence in camera in a civil court if necessary. David didn't even get that. I mean, this is just a show trial. He never even had a chance to mount his defence. And you've got to think the reason is because the Albanese government didn't want to hear what he had to say. Anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, on a lighter note, we're going to conclude with a bit of music. Thank you.
Justice for McBride! Justice!
Yes? So we're going to lead a little chant today. My name is Rosie, this is Ryder, and even though we're small in numbers, it's so important that David does need our optimism today, regardless of the outcome. That's why we're all here, that's why we showed up when we have, however we could. So just a little chant, I hope you know it. Either way, repeat after me. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
The people got the power.
People got the power.
Tell me, can you hear us?
Tell me, can you hear us?
Getting stronger by the hour.
Get stronger by the hour.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
People got the power.
People got the power.
Tell me, can you hear us?
Tell me, can you hear us?
Getting stronger by the hour.
Getting stronger by the hour.
Power.
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 Power to the people.
Power to the people.
People got the power.
People got the power.
Tell me, can you hear us?
Tell me, can you hear us?
Getting stronger by the hour.
Getting stronger by the hour.
Power to the people. You're dropping it.
Where is Main Street?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our event today, and I believe David McBride will be arriving very shortly.
I might move you guys over to that. Move over to where the mainstream media is. Good morning, Diana.
This camera is going live to ABC, 10, 7, E7 is going, but all of them were just patched into the one camera. Just wanted to correct that statement that I made. Where's the mainstream media? They're here.
Thanks for that announcement.
I have noticed that mainstream media too, the camera guys did a really good job. That's where it's
That's our field.
Yeah. Like. Five blokes on. Five blokes.
Hey, Rex. What? Oh, they're always fun. They're always fun. I did do a complete through the whole thing. Yeah? Yeah, totally. I shredded it. Completely. On an amphibious vehicle going uphill, it lost its hydraulics and rolled downhill. Lit like 30 metres to roll. Yeah. Overturned and its feet loose to the ground. I broke 4 ribs to my knee. Yeah. Right up.
Listen to a bit more music. Let these guys get down. Oh yeah. Oops. I was meant to be looking after Lulu's camera and I abandoned it. Is that a Batman in the corner?
Apparently took the running through the
Let's start that again, mate.
well, basically the media and
Let me tell you a story about a man. Can you hear the guitar?
so it's full on communism. So they went through. So
Let me tell you a story about a man of integrity, caught up in bureaucracy. He knows the courage of his convictions. He saw injustice, he tried to put it right, and now he's facing jail. Oh, but being a real man, and standing up for what is right. If you had been in his position and saw people being unjustly murdered, you want perpetrators brought to justice. Yet this man of the people, a soul with a kind heart, faces 50 years in prison after letting the authorities do what had happened. We the people must support him to right the wrong. David McBride is a trooper, a real super duper, incredible human being. He deserves hero status. But mate, oh cracky, he's really in a pickle for telling the truth, and he's under the support. David McBride, you are a hero. The prosecutor's case is a big fat zero and deserves to be thrown out of court. And you deserve compensation for what they put you through. You and your family have suffered enough, and now he's fighting. It's the fight of the good people of Australia. whistleblowers. David McBride, you are a hero, and by right you should be in charge of the army. The whistleblowers done us all a favor. That's right. We deserve compensation for what they put you through. You and your family have suffered enough, and now his fight is the fight of the good people of Australia. David McBride, you are a hero. His detractors rate a big fat zero, and we won't rest until he's free. From the clouds of injustice, he's a good man, a fine man, a gentleman to make all Aussies proud. I'm gonna see it through until your name is clear, and we get the justice you deserve. David McBride is a legend, and a true pal, someone you can trust. He's intelligent and erudite. Do him a favor, make him drop the charges, give him back his freedom. He's done nothing wrong, he's a national treasure. We need love. We need love. Trooper, a real super duper, incredible human being. He deserves hero status. And mates are cracking. He really needs a help and love and support. And a hero, David McBride, you are a hero. Hero.
Thank you, my friends. I've just got one thing to say this morning. I've never been so proud to be an Australian as today. I may have broken the law, but I did not break my oath to the people of Australia and the soldiers who keep us safe.
David McBride, hero of Australia. Make Australia great again by making Australians great, like David McBride is. Set him free. David McBride, you are a hero. Who's done us all a favor. He won't result from responsibility nor accountability. We need him free and engaged to continue the good work. He has already started. One more time, here we go. David McBride is a trooper, a real super duper, incredible human being. He deserves hero status. But mates, he's really in a pickle and needs our love and support more than ever. David McBride, you are a hero. Drop the charges!
It's all underway here, so I'll hand you back to Phil.
Hello. Hello, can you hear us in there? This is a message to the Supreme Court of Australia. Get your hands off McBride. We stand with McBride. We will not stand for the prosecution of a whistleblower who has brought us nothing but the truth.
The truth!
It's time to face the truth. Hands off McBride! Can you hear us? Because the world is watching. We will not allow this travesty of justice to take place in silence. Hands off McBride! We stand with you, David. We've got your back. Justice for McBride.
Let's make Australia great again by making Australians great, like David McBride, standing in their truth. Hands off David McBride.
Mark Dreyfus, you've got a lot to...
What, you've got a lot to talk? I forgot the saying, it was in my head.
Mate, get it ready. Now's the time. You've got the floor. Take it.
Come on, ball.
Doesn't matter. Tell them.
Mark Dreyfus, you've got a lot to answer for. This is just one of your failings in your term. Supposedly serving the people of Australia. I cannot believe people actually voted for you. And if they vote for you again next year, I'll be very disappointed.
Deeply disappointed.
How disappointed?
I'm actually considering doing a letterbox drop in your area of all the bad things, mean and nasty, horrible stuff you've done to the people of Australia that you're meant to serve. And hopefully the people in your area wake up to who you really are.
Who's the judge today? Do we know?
Don't get him started.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying anything yet.
But
Right? I'd like to go in. Can someone else hold
But Mark Dreyfus, you perfectly represent the Labor Party. Not caring about the people of Australia. We actually have no clue who you're actually serving. But it's definitely not the people of Australia.
Let's try.
The whole Labor Party, including you, Mark Dreyfus. Yeah, who are you serving? And yes.
I've got a question. We all know who David McBride serves. He serves his country with truth and honour. Who do you serve in there? Judge Mossop, who do you serve? Who's the prosecution? Who do you serve? We know who you serve, and it's not Australia, that's for sure. We're awake. We're wide awake to what's going on here. And we will not stop until true justice is served. Hands off McBride! We got your back, David! We stand with McBride! And I actually sincerely believe that all the security and staff working in their courthouse also stand with McBride. We know you can't say anything, but we know that you are with us. And if you could, you would be out here with us as well. So thank you for your service to this country. We stand with McBride. Oh, by the way, where's Hurley? Where's Hurley?
So the Australian government took away David McBride's case basically by removing his evidence, and then they even withdrew their own star witness who said that his evidence wasn't sensitive. So they withdrew it. They put their star witness on the stand. They asked him if the evidence that the paperwork that McBride released was sensitive to Australia, and he said no. So they withdrew their own evidence. How do you bring evidence to a table in a trial and then withdraw it afterwards because it didn't line up with the Crown's prosecution? Yeah, it proved that David McBride's evidence wasn't sensitive. The same evidence that they took off the table for him to have his defence. How is this justice? They removed his evidence. I just opened the sidewalk pass. They removed his evidence because they said it was sensitive, and then their own star witness said it was not sensitive. So they removed his evidence as well that they brought to the table.
Zero justice. Australia is crumbling under the weight of misinformation, disinformation from the Crown, from the government. You can't tell the truth because the government will say it's not valid. It's not okay to bring it to the Australian people. Senator Bill Heffernan had his career destroyed because he tried to bring 28 names to the light of the people from a Woodrow Commission and a police report, their own police report. The list goes on.
I thought the speeches were over. That's quite surprising that they let us get away with passing a bill like that. I think that police are probably quite worried if they broke us up. Break up a political protest would be quite...
Everybody, yeah, right.
Yeah, good to see you. Oh, wow. Good, yeah. So we're going to go for a drive to...
Yeah, I think you guys are taking this for a drive. Cool.
When someone tries to bring bullshit to the fight, they go and fight it.
Oh, that can take... Yeah, I can be a celebrity. Celebrity.
Where did rain go? Any idea what happened to rain?
Well, I was surprised we got away with that volume for so long.
Yeah, me too.
But I reckon they're more worried about breaking up a political protest.
Yeah, that's right.
This one, so.
83.4, the right to peacefully, politically protest. That's what we're standing in. Criminal Code Act 1995, 83.4, Section 1, the right to peacefully, politically protest. Anybody that tries to stop you, 4 years jail is minimum term. Police officer, court case, anything, can't stop you from peacefully, politically protesting. We give them some slack. We keep the cameras behind the bollards generally. We keep the volume down generally so that we can give them a little bit of slack, but today is not one of those days. Yeah, it's a balls up day.
I like this. That's like the that's like the cannon there, ready to fire.
Yeah. I'm waiting. Yeah, our cannon's loaded, guys. We're peaceful and politically protest. There's our cannon right there. Yeah, that's what you do. Or if you have a dog, just register a companion dog and take it anywhere then.
I just take mine everywhere.
Oh, I know, you can anyway, but I know, you know what I mean.
He just worms his way in, and I say, I haven't got documents. We're undocumented, aren't we? We are. You got nothing. You got Argentina. Hey. Thank you, Maddie. Say we got nothing. Hey, we got nothing.
Thank you.
Good job, Joe. Is it off?
Two battery charged up, and by the time we get there, there's left a bit of charge in it. Did Batman take live stream for a drive? Handful of David? Well, no, they won't start the trial by 9:30.
Okay, Lulu's
about
definitely
now. I don't know how long before they do. How long before the appeal back out.
There's one toilet. And there's like, I was inside, I was open up the window, I was like, the outside stuffy as well. I was like, oh my goodness, this is what it's like living in the middle of it. That's a landlocked country. Like when you're that, when you're far away from the fresh air, from the ocean. Well, that's it. And there was people in there was, I think in Ireland as well. There was some locals there. They could smell when the air was blowing, when it was a westerly wasteland, air from Europe was blown outside, and they could smell it. They could actually smell Irish people. Yeah, right.
Well, my brother was teaching in China, and he said when the air's blowing the wrong way, like there's a big industrial estate on the edge of that ship, and he said, when you blow all that pollution into the city, it's so much faster. Like, you can imagine, because it's basically like a factory for the rest of the world. Like stuff there. That's the true nature of wearing masks. Wearing masks against the virus, even the virus, that's sort of useless because the particles are so small. That's why Asians take the mask.
Batman, you on the live?
No,
You gonna take the live?
yeah, I was going to be
Guest live taker. Yeah. We're heading now.
Celebrity.
We'll be back. Can you just mind the PA system? We'll just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because we'll leave it here for them in case they want to use it.
Yeah, well,
So-
we're hoping David comes out. We have a big reception for him.
Yep.
I'm
Okay, yeah, he knows how to use it. Easy.
So what's
No, it's
so you're streaming on Facebook, are you?
I was.
So what's your Facebook?
Melbourne for Assange, number
Melbourne
4.
for Assange.
Yeah. And her stream's better than mine, much more professional.
Yeah, right. Because you've got that big iPad.
Which I've posted. I've posted it on the Melbourne for Assange
Yeah, right.
page as well.
Yeah, very good. Right. I think I'm taking this, so let's go and see up there. Oh, there she is. Yes. So do you want to come to GG's? Or?
I don't expect that to happen again. They were all, now they've got the chance to save lives and they're not doing it. Bring them home.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Yeah, good one. Where can we see that one? Are you going to post it up online?
I put it on my Facebook page and then I spread it to appropriate support
So
groups.
what's your Facebook?
Brian Marnie.
Brian Marnie.
How do you spell your surname?
Mahony.
Oh, yeah, it's
Mahony,
good you said that because I wouldn't have spelled it like that.
Yeah.
In American it's Mahoney.
Mahoney, okay.
In Ireland it's Mahoney.
Mahoney. So Brian.
And I say, and I've got a friend with that, and we say Marnie, Barry Marnie. So,
I could send you a link if you wanted to get it to your
I can
just to your
dig it
phone
up
number.
now.
All right, you can do a search on Facebook.
It's only because it's my work phone, so I think they can't trace me on my work phone, but yeah, they can. They know everything, they know. Something happened one day to us, went right. You know who I am. That's right, I signed into one of those e-scooter things.
Oh, yes.
And I thought I'd have to type in credit card details or something. Yes. I said, oh, hey Paul, we recognise you. Well, where you go? Take an e-scooter and go on it. What? But this is my work phone. This is like separated from all that. How to even know? Like, anyway.
Facebook
I
search.
don't even know how to I don't, seriously don't know. So just go
That's the right place. BRIAN. Space. MAHON.
There you are. There.
Yes.
There.
Give me a like if you like it.
No, seriously, yeah, I'm actually really like I don't know. It's fun.
Oh, if you go a follow, you'll follow me. And this is where we were yesterday on Sunday.
So just go there, right? Anyway, I'm following you, so the notifications come up with the notifications. All right, very good. All right, so he's around, maybe.
Yeah. Did you want to do one?
Oh, not. Oh.
Or would you like to get a copy of mine? Or you're welcome to use mine.
Oh, no.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, well, no, we'll be going up to the Parliament Hall later on if you want to come up.
What are you going up there for, Julian? Or?
Yeah, we'll of course mention that. We'll just get the speaker out and we'll just have just let it all off our chest.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's also today is the disinformation laws apparently getting voted through around the House today.
I didn't know that. When people were talking about it, I thought they were talking about the budget.
I heard a bit about budget today as well.
It's
maybe
budget
they're both
day.
going through. Maybe they're.
No, it is budget day, which means
budget
no
day.
parliamentarian will come out today. It's too busy.
Yeah.
They will not come out today.
No, I would have been liked to be there. I would have loved to be there now as they're driving in.
Yeah.
So they know where they're in the morning.
Yeah.
This is one.
Yeah, it is. So you got, yeah, so I was just going to ask the same question.
So it's, what's this YouTube? Anyway, no, there's a mob that goes down to the Governor General's every morning. And
that free the 28th thing,
yeah.
And expose the 28th, yeah.
So I know all of them. So. But back working again, so I just come down when I can.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yes.
I have another take on it.
Everyone's waiting for me,
I wanted to let you know. So there's,
take it from Melissa. Don't. See what happens. What? That might be interesting. What's that? Oh, really? Wow. Frosty already. I learnt in Canberra why defrosters are called defrosters. Yeah, -5 one day or something like that. And yeah, the inside, there was actually frost on the inside of the windscreen, which I've never seen before. Seen frost on the outside, but never on the inside. It's like, okay. It's one of those defrosters. Alright, so I'm going to clear some space because a one-day trip to Canberra means a ridiculous amount of stuff I need to bring. And like hours of packing, I just can't get in the car and go. I have to make things really, really hard. But yeah, so got all my signs ready and my flags. Oh, do you want to go chauffeur in the back seat? That might be easier. Yeah, go for a limousine. Go for a limousine ride. So I call this a limousine. It's like that. This is from. now. How do we do this? I actually wasn't. Oh, I just broken it. I just broke it. Fuck. But I've got a. I have a new one I can give. Shit. All right. Broken the camera far out. All right. That's oops. Right. Keys. Do you want to be camera woman? So how's the back seat there? You got enough leg room? I should have moved the seat forward.
Yeah, I've got enough leg room, I'm skinny.
Right, that sounds good. That's just an arm. Oh, it's Phil. Yo, hey Phil. Yeah, hello. Hello. Oh, I'm on. Hang on, I think I've got to turn on the radio. Yep, hello.
Hello.
Yep, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Just be careful where you go off that gutter because there's a little bit of a wall beside in one spot there.
Oh, I can see that now. Yeah, I'm up the hill a bit. Yeah, I was following you where you were left out. I figured you must be.
Yeah, you got to go out where I went out, otherwise you end up dropping off a wall.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Okay,
I figured you were going to a good spot, so I did follow your lead. So yeah, all good.
Yeah,
I'm out
right
now.
out.
It's all good. Right, yep, out.
See you there.
Yes, sir. Bet you I get lost. How stupid! I had the hands free working, and then I used it like a phone. All right. All right. I actually don't know which way to go. Do you know which way to go, Melissa?
No, I don't, because I rarely, when I go down here, I usually have to catch a cab
Yeah.
from the city, and then they don't come back to the rock garden. Apparently, they can't find it.
Probably think they're going to get rolled.
Possibly, I didn't even think of that.
No, it's happened to me once in Newcastle, and all it was, like, we were going out for the night. We had a couple of drinks in the park in the Black Butt Reserve, and it was and then yeah, we got a taxi in from the Black Butt Reserve into town, and then at the end of the night 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, we tell the taxi driver, oh yeah, can you just take us to Black Butt Reserve? And it's basically like in this park, this road just going through a big parkland. So like, if you're going to roll someone and rob them, that'd be the place to do it. And so he just panicked. He thought we were going to rob him, and so but we didn't know. He was scared, and he was just bip on his keypad, like bip 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 bip. And we didn't know what he was doing. And then, but when he eventually pulled up at the park, at the exact time we pulled up, yeah, the exact time he pulled up, yeah, taxi came from the front, from the road in front, and another taxi came from behind. So he sort of somehow coordinated the stopping position with these other taxis so they could help him out when we robbed him, but of course we weren't going to do that. So I ended up giving him like a $10 tip or something, just, yeah. But yeah, you could see he was scared, but when I paid him with a $10 tip, he was scared, but yeah, we didn't realise until we got out went, holy shit, yeah, of course this would be, of course he'd be scared. This is a bit weird. All right, so yeah, so I'm already lost. I have to go to the maps. How bad is that?
God, the comments move really quickly.
Smashing me out today. So,
Head
yeah.
southeast on University Avenue.
So I know there's that entry to the freeway, but it's just which road you got to go down to get to it.
Yeah. Central Canberra, and it's circular streets.
In 100
So
metres,
this is the
turn
one.
right onto Marcus Clark Street.
Right. So
Take the next right onto
see, I've got to
Marcus
remember
Clark
this for next
Street.
time. So this is just down from the court. All right, so it's that easy. I made it hard.
In 500 metres, use any lane to turn right onto Edinburgh Avenue.
So what's this comment saying?
Well, I missed them, but I think Ken was asking if we're going to the rock garden.
Yeah, we're going to the rock garden, all right. And then later on, Parliament House.
Turn right onto Edinburgh Avenue.
See, without a map, I wouldn't know to turn here.
Not yet, Nobby. Will be soon.
In 300 metres, use any lane to turn right onto the slip road to Parks Way. Use any lane to turn right onto the slip road.
So I should give an update, hey. Yeah, so I was meant to be in court in Canberra. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. It's actually Monday last week. I was meant to be in Canberra for court, but I fortunately got sick because I was going to put that. Because I've got a few more. What arguments I've got? Where am I? Did I miss another turn off? I don't know.
No idea.
Yeah, I didn't know there's a park down here.
Well, now we know. National Museum.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're going for a bit of a detour.
Let's see, I can't even do a U-turn. I'm used to the Volvo where I've got a good U-turn. This one doesn't U-turn good. How did I miss the turn?
Turn right on meters at the roundabout. Continue straight to stay on.
Makes me go to sleep, that alarm.
In 600 metres, turn left onto the ramp to Belcon and Woden.
So we're coming up to the spot where I got arrested for for driving with my right to drive removed. Yeah, so look at this, right? So this is the main street. If you're going to set up a breath test or something, you'd set up in this road. I reckon they already knew, because they have that terrorism squad, the protester squad, watching out for protesters. And at some stage, I must have done a check on my license and just went, all right, yeah, he's got his right to drive removed or whatever. And so the alert probably went off as I drove into town, because they got their security cameras everywhere, presumably. Yeah, and then they know the spot where we hang out, so they set up in the park. Like, they didn't set up. You'd set up here with a breath test or something, or down the road on the main road, not in a park. It's just like. So I'm pretty confident that was set up for me, but it's backfiring on them, because now the Attorney General Mark Doofus, as I call him.
Fair enough.
He's in a bit of trouble. He's not in trouble, but he's just calling out his bullshit lies. So in court he said, like, I brought up section 92 of the Constitution, so like the right to travel freely among the states, and so the Attorney General's office just went blah blah blah, yeah, he's guilty, blah blah, and it doesn't matter anyway, because section 92 is about the states, and the ACT is a territory, so it doesn't count. It's not section 92 doesn't apply to the ACT, which. And then I responded, that was a written letter, so I responded to that and said, well, no, hang on, like, there's what's it in the Constitution, like Article 7 or something in the Constitution actually says, no, in definitions, that states and territories are called states in the Constitution. So if it says state in the Constitution, then territories are included. And so I wrote that submission, they just completely ignored that. And yeah, I later found out there is actually precedents. There is actually High Court case where they go, no, yeah, ACT does fall under section 92 of the Constitution. So basically, they're just full of shit. They're just there to win. They're just there to win and prosecute the people and have no justice. Because if that was an actual representative of the people of Australia, he would have looked all that up and gone, yeah, you're actually right. Yes, here's this case. There's precedents there, and that should have been his submission. He was working for the people, but he's not. He's protecting the government. So yeah, I've got to sit down and do my homework and get my case sorted out. But yeah, I've got plenty of arguments, and there's more. Which I might share later. Anyway, I've got
the child locks on.
Stupid child lock. I'm gonna have to disable that. I hate that in any car. It shouldn't be there. Is that locked? Is that locked? I think that's open. Still locked?
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Oh, cool. Now, because I broke something, I didn't. This is locked too. Awesome.
You might already be found out.
Better be in here. You've got to pack it. That's already packed. everyone's speakers and microphones. And all right, we're back. Let's just try and get the sound back. Hope you're all taking notes. Hope they've all taken notes not to move to Canberra. Make sure, don't forget that.
Yeah, I think Nobby actually has it worse.
Oh, does he?
More than England.
Oh, yeah, fence is back.
Wow. Anybody got bolt cutters?
Wow, it's heavy duty stuff, eh? It's not like the old fashioned wires.
Oh.
Geez, they've got the tension on pretty good too, wow.
Yeah, city girl I am.
City. What are you doing all right? I saw this TV show once. It was about the city slickers, the kids that have never been out in the bush. They just live their whole life in the city. And they took them up to like the Blue Mountains. And then yeah, this one girl, she was like, oh, I can't believe you have to look where you're going. Like you have to step over rocks and sticks and stuff. Like she just couldn't get it over. There weren't footpaths. Like that was just a shock. And then yeah, later on that same girl, like they had to do a painting or a drawing just of the bushland, and then she drew like a Banksia tree. But then instead of Banksias, it was like Coca-Cola cans. It's like wow. And she definitely needed to go to the bush to just experience something. See what you're saying. Yeah, they're all down there. We're way behind Lulu. That's where I'm starting. If there's comments before that, then I'll get back to you. Margaret, oh, you missed the phone ride, Margaret. We lost signal when I was telling my best story in the car. So they didn't miss anything, Marguerite. looks like it's smoother. I remember having it way more gravel. You can see this barefoot. Gee, it's been ages. It's actually been about 6 months since I've been here. Oh, is it? No, only about 3 months. I didn't make it one day. I think when I've been at least 6 months because I went to Europe. I went to Switzerland and Germany. In Croatia in the park there's a spray paint on the wall. Translated to COVID deception. It's like, yeah, even here, that's good. That's good. The whole world's onto it. And then my cousin in Germany, he was the only one, you know, all his family and friends and everyone that caught on that it was all a big hoax. But he took his first vaccine. Yeah, so he took. That won't get the channel deleted, will it? That's not said anything bad. I hope. Oh shit! I've said 2 words. It probably shouldn't say together. You know. Yeah, no. So my cousin took. So what?
Convid and cupcake.
Yeah, he calls it. He made a convid shirt. It's Oh, what's the oh, it's a brand name that's close to Convid. And he made a shirt. He just made it like. Geez, you'd think I'd know. I'll have to look up photos on my phone, which I didn't bring. But yeah, so he's sort of going a bit nuts. So he was really happy to have me there for a while, just have someone that understands what's going on. And then my Swiss friend's completely opposite. She's like, she must listen to something like the ABC equivalent, and she's completely like someone who listens to the ABC in Australia. Like so she's one of the people, like she had after her thing, she had a headache for a month, so she didn't take the second one. Had a migraine for a month, so she had a bit of clotting in the brain, I presume. Which way we see? We don't know. We don't even know. We're making new tracks because we don't know where the track is even. But yeah, so I was there in Europe for about 6 weeks. I think I was here about 2 weeks before I went away there. Made one more last trip up here. And since then, work started and it's just been work non-stop. So I haven't been here since like November or something like that. Maybe December.
My friend's car broke down. We haven't visited kids ever since, so we haven't been here for ages.
Yeah, and then on the weekend, so when I come back from overseas, I open up this letter and it says, "Oh, you've got 3 days left to move your Volvo. We're going to tow it away and crash it." It's like, oh fuck. So I rang up the Ranger. I was afraid, and then anyway, it turns out the Ranger's sort of into the she's good. She's into the common law stuff. The Ranger, so she's all into negotiations and just working it out. And so I said, "Oh, just give me 3 weeks to get it off the street because I've got to get the gearbox back in and stuff like that." And she was just, "Yeah, all right." And then so I got it finally. Yeah, got it into the driveway, got into the garage, and then I've just been doing the Volvo every freaking weekend for the last like 2.5 months. And then I thought I had it going last week, and then you going to run down?
Hi.
Oh, hello.
We forgot the paperwork.
Oh, dearie me. Well, that's all right. It's good for me. I'm not late then. That's good. I thought everyone memorised the lines by now. So the Volvo, yeah, he wasn't doing the Volvo. Yeah, then I was going to register it last week. Finally go for a you got actually got it. I'm going to register it as a historic car, and you actually have to get historic pink slip. So I don't do it on the computer. It's just a handwritten note basically. But there, yeah, I went to do some of the checks, and then they failed it. I did all this hard work, like rebuild the gearbox and fix up all this rust and did this and that, and then the easy stuff, just like a tail light not working. Just at the last minute, like, oh, no, now I've got to fix that. So just some bad wiring. So that's what that's been my life, just work and work. Well, the Volvo's not sort of doesn't feel like work, but then it's not, I don't have like free time.
Oh, Matt, you cuddled up. You like that way? He likes that way because there's lots of smell.
Move the jiggy on. Cutamundra's and I.
Just wait for Wongadee. Wait for Wongadee, everyone. Won't be long. Thanks, Paul, for the ride.
Yeah, got to remember a few stories. I thought, shit, I must have some stories to tell. Like.
Some, Jesus, we've got quite a few, I think. We've got quite a few. Some of us.
They cut out because I was reliving the getting arrested.
Oh yes.
But the live stream was dropping out.
Oh, while you're driving.
Yeah. So
5G, heaps better signals. It's all going to solve all the problems. Not.
Look how clear this is on this phone. The live stream doesn't come across as clear as that.
Yeah, right, doesn't it? Always looks really clear.
Sometimes it just drops the resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's something I had to redesign it.
We got double deckers. When did we get double deckers?
I broke your one.
Oh.
So I had to go. So I got mine out. Then then the microphone didn't clip on.
So you had to screw two together. How did you break that one?
I went to move it back in the car, and then just the whole thing just broke.
Collapsed.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, just the
the mount.
Yeah,
The little mount broke off. This one does gimbal. And when it's on that bit, so you can twist it side to side as well. Yeah. Maybe if we get the other half, we can put it back on.
So what did I break then? Because that looks like you could just screw that on there.
You broke that bit off there. That bit off the bottom of there.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it was up. So.
Got a swivel mount. It's just bolted to the swivel mount. It's all right. We're alive.
Yeah, it just wasn't compatible with this top microphone.
Yeah. Oh, different thread, is it? Different thread or something?
Thread,
yeah, right. That's interesting.
Even this bottom bit was hard to get in. It's not quite right. Oh, got old fashioned speak. We could have done the double gangers. I got mine in the car, eh?
Yeah, we could have done.
Oh, bugger. Didn't know.
Yeah, she's been suffering. Bit of a hard life. Bit of plate, a few rivets, and a bit of glue.
But definitely that new one's way better.
That one,
sound, yeah. It's so clear on the live streams. It comes across so clear.
Yeah, it's it's just better internal. Big dog.
And the boxes.
And a solid wooden box.
Yeah.
Fucking heavy.
Yeah,
because it doesn't vibrate because it's so heavy. The wood, it's half inch. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's what makes it heavy, but it makes it also not vibrate.
That's amazing. I don't even make hi-fi speakers with half-inch ones.
That's right. That's what gives it this quality. Gabby, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, I brought the Scooby-Doo battery.
To run it off just in case. I brought these on the back of life. The boys run them almost dead. I just left them plugged in. I've got one cigarette lighter. such a small battery off the normal car alternator slows the calcification off the lead.
Yeah, right. Oh, so that's a lead one.
Yeah, that one's a lead acid one. The other one's a lithium ion one. If you ever get lithium ion one that won't charge, take it apart, test the individual cells. With one cell that's down, and the BMS is stopping it from charging. You charge that one cell up the same as the rest, and then the BMS will charge it. Or you charge each one individually to charge it fully up, and then it was just one
Yeah,
cell.
I heard on the radio or something. Oh no, yeah. Anyway, there's they were saying there's one shop that fixes that'll pull apart the cells in the electric cars.
Yeah.
And he says he's got that much. He's got 35 years worth of work at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, that's right.
So,
Yeah. Cool, go and buy one of his old batteries. I wouldn't mind it. Where's this at?
I don't know. I can find out. Find the name again.
Yeah, because I've all my hybrids except for the one I've got now, I've always bought them with dead batteries, and I just pull them all apart, pull all the cells out individually. Remember the old phones? Because they're don't play. Stop picking, or I'm going to smack you. Stop picking, or I'll smack you. Wanted to heal up. Yeah, they're nickel metal hydrate, same as your old mobile phone batteries. Yeah. Remember how they used to get barrier voltages back in the day?
Yeah,
And you'd be fully
which
charged,
is
it'd be
pretty
back
quick,
20
yeah,
minutes,
yeah.
They do the same thing. So if you can use the same procedure to break the barrier voltage now, and you just cycle them up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and they slowly get more and more and more, and then you can bring most of them back to life. And yeah, some of them also weigh them because they've got dripped gel inside them, and they actually boil the gel off eventually. So any of them that boil the gel off are not heavy enough anymore. I drill a small hole on the top, and I can't remember what the chemical is that they use for liquid. But yeah, I put that back in, and I put a little screw on the top of it, but I put liquid stuff in, not like gel. And yeah, and then charge it up again. I think I've only had two that I've been able to fix, two cells. Bring them back to life, put them back in. I sold my first one. I sold 12 months later, and it was still going fine. Yeah, done heaps of mates cars. One of them lasted 4 years and then died. I reckon I could have done it again, but it just wasn't. Battery's only like $3.5 grand.
Yeah, right.
When you divide that over 20 years.
Yeah, for the hybrid ones.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not that expensive. And you've seen my latest, what size it is. Well, it brings the economy down to, say, pretty much 7.5 around town. And then on the open road, it gets a little bit better. Sometimes it gets around about 5. So when your fuel saving versus battery costs, it works out. People go panicking about batteries failing and all that. When you divide by the Ks that you can get out of them, it's by years. So if you use your car a lot, then it's worth it. You don't use your car much, probably not. More so around town because the electric, you take off the lights, it uses the electric.
I was really surprised. I had one of those Camry hybrid up at Byron Bay, so I got off at the Ballon Airport.
Yeah.
And was driving up to Byron Bay and back. It was 2 days of driving like that, or 3 days actually.
Yeah.
And it ended up, it was got the 4.9 litres per 100 k's. And I'm like, holy fuck, that's like,
that's good.
This is like a bit of freeway stuff. It's not, wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, you got all those hills over the thing.
And it's a bigger car, like
Yeah.
a Falcon-sized car, so it's heavy.
Yeah, and 4.9 litres,
Yeah.
100 k's. It's just like, and I went, that's what the car said. Then I put the fuel in.
Yeah.
And checked it up to the odometer. It's like, it's 4.9.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. The Lexus is a bit heavier and a bit bigger, and it does 5.3 to 5.7. But I don't. I always go fast. Yeah, it's surprising. In around town, it's 7.5-ish around town.
Yeah, it's good for a big car.
Yeah, it's good for a big car. Because the electric gets it moving each time. And if you drive a certain way, you can get even better. I just drive it normally. Oh, fuck,
I forgot to bring a flag.
we need music. Oh, I forgot to bring a flag too. Oh, fuck, Corey's going to kill me.
No, you're in trouble.
I am in trouble.
What?
Didn't bring the flag. You'll have to stand over there, Jay. We're so busy worried about getting this thing going, but we need music too.
Yeah, I was
live stream. Where is the ode? Where's the ode? Where's the ode? Not there. Not there. Not there. Use my ode.
Well, update your shot. It's not saying nothing. No action going on here.
No action?
This shot, yeah, I've got to get a different shot.
Are you our guy today? We haven't got ours. What's that?
No, this is the one. Yeah, we brought it along. Yeah, this is the official exposure 28.
Okay.
You can't even see Phil. It's camouflaged. You really can't see it in the. You just pick it out. Yeah. It's very camouflaged. So almost ready to go. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Check, check. 1, 2, 2. Not too bad. Remove headdress, please. Echo, echo, echo. They went with songs in the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. Staunch to the end, against odds uncounted, they fell with their faces to the foe. They shall not grow old, as we to the left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. And at the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
Right, I've just got to find. I've lost the. Last place.
we forget.
Lest we forget. We can have a different last post. Did you want to come for walking?
That was the American Reveille. Good for a change up. Now we will address someone who needs a good dressing down. David Hurley! As Governor General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from the ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. And it's growing by the day. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings of a police report designed from the Woodrow Commission from 1995 to 1997. The Woodrow Commission has catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, resulted in legislation making a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of the alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, and shockingly an ex-Prime Minister, and others frightening enough. That the Australian government and Parliament has made no attempt to undo a 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population is unacceptable. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, the then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. As the Senator stated on the day, it's not so much the secret that's the problem, it's when a group of people such as the 28 people on the police report keep each other's secrets. Well, it's still a problem for me. Further into his appeal, he quoted a judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. They've lost it, Governor General. If you're at David McBride's case this morning, which you probably should have been if you were for the Australian people, you would have realised how much the public has lost confidence in the judiciary system. Why were you not there for the Australian people? Governor General, how can you justify this 90-year suppression orders of the police report from the Woodrow Commission, given that the Australian taxpayers paid out roughly $65 million on this case? We have the right to full disclosure of this investigation, given that we paid for it. 28 painful years later. When we started this speech, it was 26. We have stood each week since August 30, 2021 at Government House in Queensland, and daily since the 7th of February. We are either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of this appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. Governor General, your recent choice to acknowledge our gathering outside Government House at
Your location on Tuesday the 22nd of February 2020 speaks volumes of your lack of integrity. We the people of Australia now implore you to perform your role as a representative of Her Majesty, the King now. That's how old the speech is, Governor. We demand that you issue the writs for fresh elections, that you dissolve Parliament, issue your writs for fresh elections, and reveal the findings of the Wood Royal Commission. I say, let it be up to the men and women of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the judiciary, Parliament, and yourself on these matters. Yours sincerely, concerned men and women of this great country, Australia.
Anybody else?
Yeah. No, you can go. I'm still not quite ready. I'm still forming.
So, David McBride might be regretting his decision to go into the armed forces now. As he is being tried today, they are sentencing him, and hopefully he won't get a prison sentence for being honourable, telling the truth. He's an Australian hero, as is Julian Assange, who would be regretting his profession that he chose as well, because he reported the truth. That's his job, is to report the truth, and it's a dangerous thing to do your job. But there's a lot of professions. I don't know how the kids of today can choose their professions anymore. I wouldn't go into the army. They shouldn't choose that, because this is a prime example why not to. And they shouldn't choose to be a journalist if you're going to report the truth, because you shouldn't do that if you're a journalist. And then if you're in the police forces, well, I wouldn't choose that profession from what's happened the last 4 years with following unlawful orders against your own people. I wouldn't choose that profession, plus the child trafficking that they're involved with, moving children around Australia. I wouldn't choose being in the police force. So what else is there? Yep. And what about being a nurse? Wow, the last 4 years being a nurse. You didn't want to choose that profession. What have they been complicit in? Forcing people to take an experimental drug that's new technology, GMOs and everything else that's never been used on people before. Wow! Is that nursing? I don't think so. And then a doctor, the same, choosing to not do their job, which is, what are the side effects for this new drug that goes in your arm that's never been used on humans ever? Right across the world, and what do the doctors do? They cover all up. They don't talk about side effects. They even say there's no side effects and it's safe and effective. Well, a lot of rot. So I wouldn't choose being a doctor or a nurse. What else is there? What about a teacher? Wow, that would be a good profession to look after and to care for children. Except, what are we doing today with teaching? Oh, teaching them pornography in the schools and teaching them, grooming them. Grooming them for what? People that are attracted to Minor attracted. Oh, well, that sounds great. No, it's not. Even pedophile is not a good name. Minor attracted is disgusting. Pedophile is disgusting. But the name should be child torturer rapist. That's what it is. And you, I wouldn't become a teacher if I were you, being complicit in that. There's not many professions left. What's a vulnerable profession? Oh, you could become the Governor General. Well, your profession is being replaced by someone else who will do probably a worse job and a worse cover-up job than what you've done. So there's no professions left. And if you're something like a farmer, they break you. There's so many restrictions. And anyway, there's not many professions left for our young people that are honourable. If you know the meaning of that word, David Hurley.
That was pretty good. No honour left in this world. Maybe you could be a coffee bean sorter. That might be honourable.
I'm not really. I'll just talk and see what happens.
Yeah, go. Just talk. Till the speaker goes flat.
David Hurley! I know you can hear us. Because I can hear us. And we're twice the distance. So theoretically, you can hear us 4 times louder than we can hear the reflection off your house. And so can you gardeners and the people working on this estate? So as you walk around with your head in shame, pretending that we're not here, all the people working for you, all your staff, know who you are. Because they've heard this every day for over 800 days, I believe.
827.
827 days. And surely, Governor, at least one of those 820 days, you're curious of what we're saying.
Rolled up on the corner floor, rocking back and forth, going, we're still here.
But I did watch what was supposedly your last interview as Governor General a couple of months back.
I don't want to blast your ears out because it's pretty loud.
Well, the little black one fell in. I had to fish her out. Come on, you two.
Save some ammunition. Yeah, read his speech.
No, I'm ready. And David, you said, I don't really do much as Governor General. I feel a bit guilty or something along those lines. And the story, as the story goes, you gave someone a hug. And she said, well, this hug actually represents millions of Australians. So this hug to me, you're hugging millions of Australians.
And I put that back to you, David. The few of us here, each one of us represents at least 1 million Australians. And furthermore, Governor, you have done a lot. You've been signing off legislature that is oppressing the people of Australia. And there's a floor up in Parliament going through that will very definitely go through the disinformation laws because we're in a dictatorship.
Disinformation laws, misinformation laws.
The disinformation bill, Governor, that you have the opportunity to not sign off on.
Government media.
Well, include, oh yeah, well, they can say, yeah.
Which excludes the government and the official media so they can say whatever they want. And everyone else in Australia will be under scrutiny.
In the world, Elon Musk.
Or in the world, actually.
They're trying to stop Elon Musk with it.
Yeah. So, David, you are doing a lot. If you signed off those laws, that's a major step to a totalitarian communist government in Australia. And you'll be the one that signed off of it.
Jeez, I'm mumbling now.
There's that microphone.
So, David, you've done a lot. That's just one law up and coming very soon. And actually, maybe you'll be out of Parliament. Maybe you'll be out by the time that comes through. But you've allowed everything up until this point to go through. So this cheesy, cheeky, unlawful government has the audacity to put through a bill like this. Because they've been getting away with it so far, all because of you.
You have the power to step in for the people.
You have the power to step in for the people now. Do your God job, David Hurley.
Very good.
Yeah, we're still here. They broken the road, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed the car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line is the bed, I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on there. We ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wanted my 2 years go past, and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They're ready that they can. Done all they can. Two kicks that they can, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed the car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here.
Hurry up, Hazel. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Ready? Ready? You know we've got to wait for one to D. Hang on.
And we're going to wait for...
And for this one. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they're all precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world.
Not for sale!
I knew you would stop. I knew you would stop.
Where you going, puppy?
Governor General, can I remind you of your speech on the 1st of July 2019? Through speeches, supportive visits and acts of encouragement and recognition, the Governor-General can demonstrate to the Australians their inherent strengths, their concern for the common good, and their humanity and desire for a fair go and strength of character. That just described every Australian that's standing up right now. Australia is not a finished project, not for you guys. It's not for us either. We're bringing it back. I look forward with Linda. Linda, you hear that? He named you complicit. In working with you in exploring, discussing and shaping our nation's future possibilities. When he's saying you, he means the Australian people. You're not working with us, Governor General. Stand up or step down. I am extremely proud of my country. Are you really? You don't look like it. And greatly honoured to become Governor General today. This was back in the 1st of July 2019. You have literally been sitting in that building the entire time the tyrannical government has been oppressing this country with vigour. And you have sat on your hands. You look like a fool. Stand up or step down.
Woo!
That whole thing's working pretty good still.
Yeah. A bit of reconditioning on the batteries and the way she went. Yeah. Yeah. I had to turn the bass right down, otherwise it just fucking hates life. The speaker, the main bass speaker's dead. It crackles really bad if you have any bass in it. Just needs a new speaker because it's got two different size speakers in it. If you pull it apart there, look. They've got two different size speakers in there. One's a double cane, the other one's a single cane. Yeah, they're pretty hard talking. When I pulled it apart, it's actually in good shape. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, you're on what?
Balance me up.
Balance you out.
All right, seems I'm still the boss of this thing. Let's see if we can... Yeah, Phil, that was a good one, eh? Pincers out of here. And Nobby went before and hey, Daniel. Yeah, I did alright too. I wasn't really. I just opened my mouth and let words come out. It worked out pretty good. It's funny that some days you just. It's sort of interesting. Some days when you're just tuned in, it's like interesting just to listen to yourself. You go, oh, wow, it's good. Ooh, wow, look at this little mob here. This is probably the smallest group I've been in since all the time we've come up. There's 7 of us, the 7 dwarves. So I don't know if we're going to stop this live stream and restart it up at Parliament. It might be a better idea, but yeah, we're going to be going to Parliament if we want to tune in later on. City slicker, so you can't get out of Canberra because you're a city slicker. You've got to stay here now. Have to find an abandoned car somewhere. I got one last year. I'm still up to fixing those. Haven't got it fixed yet. Apparently, there's like up in like some of those in some suburbs in Sydney, they get up to like 1,000 abandoned cars a month or something crazy like that. Just some ridiculous number. Maybe it's 100. Sometimes I hear those numbers and I go, that's just so unbelievable. That when I retell the story, I go, I must have got that wrong. It could be. A lot of them are just tourists leaving their cars behind. He must be putting good vibes into the place. Just interesting, nice footpath and it's a nice sunny day and the road just seems smoother for some reason. It doesn't feel like I'm getting lots of go to scroll the comments and then How's it in the limousine? The back seat good? It's got a DVD player in the back too that's still working as well. Amazing. Yeah, that wasn't good for my voice, that one. I reckon I straightened it a little bit there. I won't be able to speak too well tomorrow, for sure. We got here a bit late too, didn't we? It's almost banana shirt time. It's getting hot now. I guess it's back to court, is it? I guess we're going back to court to do a check up what's going on there. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to go. Like the Parliament's on till 8 o'clock tonight. But sunset, when sunset about 6 o'clock, something like that. So there's that rule, and like you've got to be outside the circle. You can only sort of protest sunrise to sunset. But that's no good when Parliament's going to 8 o'clock. But it's just that inner circle you can't be in. You can be up in the outer circle still. So, yeah, of course we did many nights. Of course we did. We're just on that outer circle. Good spot to get sneak through the fence station. Yeah, back to the courthouse, eh? It's the road going around.
Places to be, people to see. Back to the courthouse. Lucky we love it there.
So give this back before we lose it.
Yeah.
Even though it's that big and heavy, I'll still lose it.
Bloody heavy, eh? That's the one, the original one that was inside it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. We upgraded this one to lithium. It wasn't a lithium originally.
Yeah.
Yours was already a lithium, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. No, I got it.
You upgraded it too, did you?
Yeah, I got a lithium later on. I didn't even put it in yet.
Oh, really?
I just had it as
As a backup. Oh, as a backup battery. Yeah, yeah. It works. Things a voltage up anyway. Either way. That's what you did.
But I should put it inside because then it's things lighter. So.
That's right. That's why I did it.
I reckon those lithiums. You got a second one, and I cracked it open. You could probably put 2 lithium. Like, because those lithium batteries you get, I reckon they're only half.
Oh, inside. Yeah,
right,
yeah. I agree. I reckon
So
if you
could
actually look
double it up.
inside, because they feel like they're half empty.
Yeah. for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure they get this fuck all inside them. Because you can get the same case that's double the amp hour. You can get 14 amp hour over 7 amp hour. Yeah. So that's basically the same thing, right?
Raj, you want a drink? You want a drink?
I've got my hat, I've got my
You
flag.
want a drink?
To get my head if I want to screw it on straight.
Treats, water. Wanna come? He did drink a lot.
Yeah,
in
he
that,
did, didn't he?
in that
He-
lake.
yeah,
You wanna have some here?
Dinner. Can't forget my dinner. You taking it live back
I
to
reckon, well, should I stop it and we'll start it up
Yeah,
if
we'll
something,
stop it and start it
yeah,
up
it
again.
might be a better idea. And then we won't lose all the video. Something goes wrong.
something there. Yeah, so
Right,
we'll wrap it
just
up
on
there,
3
guys,
hours.
for you.
Yeah.
And then we're going to start it again when we get up to Parliament Lawn, which should be somewhere around midday for the misinformation, disinformation. We might even start up at David McBride if he hasn't already been
comes
out.
yeah.
All right, guys. See you there.